Assalamu alaikum, this is Maria Zulfikar welcoming you all to the English news from Btv Chattogram. Let's begin with the headlines. Syrian tyrant Bashar al-Assad flees, ending 50-year rule of dictatorship. Citizens pour into streets celebrating the fall of the autocrat. Apex Court upholds a judgment scrapping 5 labor lawsuit against Nobel laureate Dr. Muhammad Yunus. No illegal foreigners to be allowed to stay in Bangladesh, says Home Advisor Jahangir Alam Chaudhry. And Bangladesh outclassed India by 59 runs in ACC Men's Under-19 Asia Cup to retain title at Dubai. Viewers, those were the headlines. Now moving on to the details. Syrian President Bashar al-Assad fled the country after Islamist-led rebels had taken Syrian capital Damascus. The rebels captured Damascus in a lightning offensive compelling to end 5 decades of Ba'ath rule in Syria. Bashar al-Assad, the 19th president of Syria, reigned the country with iron fist from July 2000 until his fall. Details in Probir Borwa's report.
Russian Foreign Ministry has confirmed that Assad has left Damascus by plane for an unknown destination. Chanting of slogans, mixed feelings of joy, and chaotic scenes are seen across Syria as jubilant Syrians pour into the streets after the fall of his regime. Syria's rebels have broadcast a message from the state-run television station and over Damascus radio, claiming they have ended Bashar al-Assad's rule and freed political prisoners. In the broadcast, they called upon the Mujahideen and citizens to preserve the property of the state of Free Syria. Meanwhile, the Iran-backed armed group Hezbollah, which is an ally of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, is also withdrawing its soldiers from certain areas of Syria. The Israeli military struck a chemical weapons factory belonging to the regime of former Syrian President Bashar al-Assad to prevent the rebels from seizing it. When the celebratory gunfire subsides, and the prisons and torture chambers of Assad's brutal, kleptocratic regime are emptied, Syria will find itself at crossroads. Will Syria embrace a new chapter of democracy and stability, or will it descend further into chaos? The answer is, if Abu Muhammad al-Zawlani, the leader of Hayat Tahrir al-Shams, is true to his word, there is a chance for Syria to transition to a more pluralistic, democratic future, supported by the United Nations and others. Probir Borwa, Btv Chattogram.
Newly appointed Ambassador of Bulgaria to Bangladesh, Dr. Nikolay Yankov, presented his credentials to President Mohammad Shahabuddin at Bongo Bhavan today. On arrival at Bongo Bhavan, the new envoy was given Guard of Honor by a contingent of President Guard Regiment. Welcoming the new ambassador, President Mohammad Shahabuddin said the bilateral relation between Bangladesh and Bulgaria is being extended gradually after independence. The president stressed on exchange of high-level visit to open up new areas of cooperation and also strengthen relations between the two countries, highlighting the existing liberal industrial policy and export-oriented and private sector-dependent development strategy. President Mohammad Shahabuddin urged the Bulgarian investors to invest in Bangladesh. Later, in a briefing, President's press secretary Muhammad Jainal Abidin said that during the meeting, the new ambassador of Bulgaria said his country attaches importance to its relation with Bangladesh. He sought the President's cooperation in discharging his duties. Senior Secretary of the President's Office, Nasim Ul-Goni, Military Secretary Major General Muhammad Adil Chaudhry, and Foreign Secretary Muhammad Joshimuddin were present. The Appellate Division of the Supreme Court today upheld a High Court judgment that scrapped 5 labor law cases against Nobel laureate Dr. Muhammad Yunus, also the incumbent chief advisor of the interim government. A 3-member apex court bench headed by Justice Muhammad Ashfaqul Islam passed the order dismissing a leave to appeal petition filed against the High Court judgment. Senior advocate Mustafizur Rahman Khan took part in the hearing for Dr. Muhammad Yunus, while Additional Attorney General Onik Rushd Haq stood for the state. The High Court on October 24th scrapped the 5 cases against Dr. Yunus filed for allegedly violating labor law as the then chairman of Grameen Telecom. The state later filed the petition against the judgment. A few former employees of Grameen Telecom filed the cases with Dhaka 3rd Labour Court against 3, including Dr. Muhammad Yunus, on July 3rd in 2019. Dr. Yunus filed a petition with the High Court in 2020, pleading to quash the proceedings of the cases. The court, after holding hearing on the plea, issued a rule in this regard. The High Court on October 24th ultimately scrapped all the 5 cases. Home Advisor Lieutenant General retired Jahangir Alam Chaudhry said no illegal foreigners will be allowed to stay in Bangladesh. He was talking to the journalists at a meeting at the Secretariat today over security of Christmas Day and 31st night. The Home Advisor said the government will be strict on the Christmas Day and 31st night to maintain law and order. No bars will remain open, he added.
কোনো বিদেশিকেই অবৈধভাবে বাংলাদেশে থাকতে দেওয়া হবে না। এই কতজন আছে এই স্ট্যাটিস্টিক্সটা আমাদের কাছে এখনো নাই। যদি স্ট্যাটিস্টিক্সটা নাই, এটা যদি থাকতো তো আমি বলে দিতাম যে এতজন আছে। অনেক দেশেরই আছে, আমি কোনো দেশের নাম মেনশন করতে চাচ্ছি না, বাট কোনো দেশেরই আমরা এই অবৈধ নাগরিককে বাংলাদেশে থাকতে দিব না। আপনারা সত্যি খবরটা প্রকাশ করে দেন, ওদের যে মিথ্যা যে খবর প্রচার করে ওদের মুখে চুনকালি পড়বে। আপনারাই কিন্তু সবচেয়ে বেশি ভালোভাবে পারেন এবং আমি আপনাদেরকে ধন্যবাদ দেই, আপনারা কিন্তু এটা প্রচারও করতেছেন।
Earlier, in a statement, many foreign citizens are illegally staying in Bangladesh. The Home Ministry urged them to get legalized soon. Otherwise, legal measures will be taken against them. Foreign Advisor Mohammad Tawhid Hussain said the country experienced massive loss as the SAARC summit had not been held in the past 10 years. The current government is working to make it dynamic again. He said this at a discussion marking the 40th SAARC Charter Day at the Jatiyo Press Club today, organized by SAARC Journalist Forum. President of the organization, Nasir Al-Mamun, presided over the program. Former President of FBCCI, Abdul Awal Mintu, Jatiyo Press Club General Secretary Ayub Bhuiya, and Dhaka Union of Journalists President Shahidul Islam, former editor of the New Nation Mustafa Kamal Muzumdar, among others, were present on the occasion. The foreign advisor said India faced more economic losses than Bangladesh in the past few months. It could be recovered through restoration of mutual communications, he added. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir said his party is fully ready for elections. He said BNP's acting chairman Tariq Rahman will come back home after legal procedures. Mirza Fakhrul was exchanging views with the journalists working in UK's Bangla mass media last night, organized by UK BNP. President of the organization, Imam Malik, presided over the program. General Secretary of the organization, Qaisar M. Ahmed, was present. Mirza Fakhrul said the Awami League gradually started to destroy the country's all democratic institutions after assuming power in 2008.
বাংলাদেশকে তারা একটা একদলীয় রাষ্ট্রে পরিণত করবে, যেটা তারা করেছিল 1975 সালে বাকশাল প্রতিষ্ঠা করেছিল, টিকতে পারেনি। সেই একই ধরনের একটা ব্যবস্থায় তারা বাংলাদেশকে নিয়ে যাবে। আওয়ামী লীগ নেত্রী শেখ হাসিনা তিনি ক্ষমতায় আসার পর থেকেই অত্যন্ত সুপরিকল্পিতভাবে, চতুরভাবে তিনি গণতান্ত্রিক প্রতিষ্ঠানগুলোকে ধ্বংস করেন।
Now, international news. South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol's future remained uncertain even after surviving an impeachment vote over his brief imposition of martial law. Yoon's party killed off an impeachment motion late Saturday even as huge crowds braved freezing temperatures to demand his ouster 4 days after he sent troops and helicopters to parliament. But the deeply unpopular president's survival may be short-lived, with Yoon's People Power Party (PPP) saying that it had effectively obtained Yoon's promise to step down in exchange for blocking his impeachment. The premier vowed to strengthen the emergency economic response system to closely examine risk factors in the financial and foreign exchange markets and respond promptly. But the situation might not be sustainable. Experts say with the opposition declaring it will try to impeach Yoon again and calling for his arrest on Sunday, while protests are expected to continue until his removal. At least 6 Pakistani soldiers and 22 terrorists were killed in a clash and 2 military operations in northwestern Pakistan. The Inter-Services Public Relations ISPR, the Pakistan Army's media wing, said in a statement that the clash occurred in Hangu district while security forces conducted military operations in North Waziristan and Tang districts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province. Security forces carried out an intelligence-based operation in the Tang district, killing at least 9 terrorists and injuring 6 more, it added. Separately, security forces successfully thwarted a terrorists' attempt to attack a security checkpost in Hangu district and killed 3 terrorists. Islamabad accuses Afghan-based Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan militants of carrying out terrorist attacks inside Pakistan, while Kabul denies the allegation. Now, sports news. Cricket. Bangladesh U19 team finished their ACC Men's U19 Asia Cup campaign in style as they outclassed India in the final by 59 runs to retain the title at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium today. The bowlers showed great character in defense of a paltry total of 198 runs as they dismissed India for 139 runs in 35.2 overs. Iqbal Hossain Iman and Azizul Hakim claimed 3 wickets apiece while Al Fahad scalped 2. Rizan Hussain top scored with 47 while Shihab James scored 40 as Bangladesh posted a below par score after being asked to bat first. No India batters could cross 30 runs mark with the highest 26 coming from the willow of Indian captain Mohammad Aman. Hardik Raj put some resistance towards the end but Hakim trapped him leg before for 24. After an eventful test series which ended with Bangladesh winning a test in the West Indies after 15 years, where Bangladesh national cricket team are eyeing their last chance to tick boxes ahead of next year's Champions Trophy as they take on the Caribbean side in the first of 3-match series. Winning the toss at St. Kitts, Bangladesh decided to bat first. Bangladesh scored 109 runs, losing 2 wickets in 19 overs when the report last came in.